So we're going to be trading this match with Wolves against Arsenal from the Premier League. So Arsenal, very short price, fully expected to win this. £100 stake if we were to put it on Arsenal and just hoping they go on and win it. £29 of profit potential, so 29% return. And that's probably as good as it's going to get from using that £100 stake. However, let's head to the correct score market. And that same £100 stake, including a plan B of covering the 1-1, gives us a 66% return, or 66% of profit potential. Okay, so that's substantially higher. And you might think, well, this is a little bit too good to be true. You can see we've covered a fair amount of score lines in favour of Arsenal. However, we have not covered the any other away win. So that's if Arsenal score 4 or more. And that is obviously a distinct possibility when you have a team of such a short price that they're absolutely going to obliterate their opponents, score 4 or more. So anyway, we have made the decision to not cover the any other away win. Arsenal are coming on into this match on the back of 2 defeats, and they're away to Wolves. It's not always an easy place to go, and so while we're expecting Arsenal to win, we are trading this based on our thesis that they're not going to win it very easily. And even if they do, we can still potentially save the day with our trading. But that's what we're predicting, okay, as we enter the match. It's not guaranteed to happen. Arsenal could be 5-0 up by half-time. It's happened this season. But anyway, that is the initial approach, and that's the thought behind why we're entering the match the way we are. If we thought Arsenal could potentially destroy Wolves and we thought this is how this match is going to go, then maybe you would not cover the 1-0 and 2-0 and just cover the upper scores. But anyway, look, let's just see how this one develops. It's Wolves against Arsenal. It's just about to kick off. Half-time, and it's Wolves 0, Arsenal 1. Arsenal taking the lead on the brink of half-time via Trossard, and so we are on the 1-0 scoreline. And so you can pretty much see already that cash out is offering us very close to the amount that we would have fully locked in upon the Arsenal win if we went on the match odds market. But we are trying for more, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to lay off the green in the on the 1-0 scoreline. Just going to put that order in there at 5.7, which is the next price to be taken. I'm just going to leave that there and let that get taken. And puts a bit more green on the next upper score lines, and then anticipating that Arsenal can at least go 2-0 up. Once they go 2-0 up, then we could be in a position to exit, depending on the time of the match, of course, okay? So many different variables. But that's the plan. You can see that order's in the market. We're not going to hang around and let it be taken. I'm sure it'll be taken once the second half kicks off. So anyway, Wolves 0, Arsenal 1. So far, so good. We're in the 95th minute, and Arsenal have just doubled the lead via Martin Odegaard. He's just given them the second goal that we were looking for. And so we're probably not going to trade this out, okay? I think this is pretty much it. Just going to quickly double check. And yeah, 10 seconds are left on this, so we're just going to let this run, and that should be it. Okay, so you saw the situation we were in. I mean, look, we entered this match, as you saw right at the start. Arsenal were 1.29 at the start of the match, and if you backed them with a £100 stake, then it was a 29% return. Is this going to be another goal? Oh, no, it's the end of the match. Okay, so the markets were moving. I thought there was going to be another goal there. But anyway, so just to quickly go over it again. £100 stake, 29% return back in Arsenal at the start of the match. Via the correct score market, we've more than doubled that. However, it's not without its pros and cons, because obviously one thing to keep in mind, if it just remained 1-0 to Arsenal, Arsenal would have won the match. However, we would have broken even. So there's something just to keep in mind there. But most importantly, we weren't really under any sort of real big risk to actually losing our stake or taking a loss on this particular trade. But anyway, that's the idea. When you're getting involved on the correct score market, backing favourites via the correct score market, the idea is you want to end up with a much bigger profit than if you were to just back them on the match odds market. And we've done that today in this one. Wolves 0, Arsenal 2, the final score. So the main thing to take away from that trade was that we did make a significantly bigger profit via the correct score market more than double versus the match odds market, and that is the main principle, and that's the main idea behind why you would want to get involved with the correct score market. If you can consistently improve on your profits by taking the correct score route, then you're going to do very well in the long term, since you're technically beating the match odds prices and the match odds market prices in the long term consistently. So anyway, that was one of the big pros to take from it. It was also a very straightforward trade, and this is why you might have heard me say a few times among these videos, when you're trading the correct score market, some of the easier trades you're going to get is when you've got a strong favorite. You also heard our reasoning right at the start for not getting involved on the any other home win outcome, and some might wonder, well, why wouldn't you just back the any other home win price as well and just have that covered? What if Arsenal were 4-0 up by half time? Well, problem is that it's going to dilute your profits substantially. It's usually a very low price on any other home win, and it will lower your profit potential by a huge amount, and you've got to decide whether that's something you really want to do or not. Okay, so anyway, it was that was a very good example. Okay, we made a much bigger profit via the correct score market versus the match odds, and it was a straightforward trade. But they won't always be as straightforward as that, as we're going to see in the next trade or two coming up. And as said earlier, if any of this correct score trading looks interesting to you, you want to learn more about it, make sure you get this free download. It's the Correct Score Mastery course prospectus. This will show you how you could potentially take things to the next level with your correct score trading. To get this free ebook, the link is in the description of this video. Just scroll below the video, click on it, fill out the form, and then we'll email the book to you. If you're on a big screen, you can scan that QR code and then fill out the form, and we'll email you the book also. Okay, it's absolutely free, and it will be the next step towards potentially learning and mastering the correct score market. So if you've liked anything you've seen today and you do want to learn more about it, then that's the next thing to do. Okay, go grab a copy of that. As said, link in the description, or scan the QR code.